quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Colts. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, he's going to throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, Parker, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's his first career game, and now he's thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes that it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Fresh set of downs here.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only run of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Gone. This complete left side to Aguilar. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. The one running back is Gurley. Goff now looking to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. And Brinza's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Back there, not Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down following the run. Here's Goff now on second down. Rolling to his right. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Throwing on third. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Second down following the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The left side completion to Jones. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
From from his goal line here. Goff. They'll roll him out right. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for the Browns. 58 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle. There's almost...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, you'd have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up with an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The throw on 2nd down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
All right, here we go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of...
It's caught inside the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On second down, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Goff on first down. He'll buy some time right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Here's Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Again they run with Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hey, you got three. Let's go!
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick dumping it off for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Goff going to throw it. Rolling to his right. And some room to maneuver. And they'll take him down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
again here on first down. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
make no difference.
Good vibes only. I just tap, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Bring a rack, new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Okay. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tap, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. We about to do it. We about to do it. Do something crazy.
Down. Do something crazy.
Do something crazy. I just tap, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. We about to do it. We about to do it. Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough gone around. Raise their cups, wag their crowns. You're sitting on a ghost, saying out to feeling drunk, all you sound. You better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road. From the go. Hit my glove. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos. Want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall. Can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. You better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilling. Wait from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Lighting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us. It won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega. Probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake. Cop a new crib. Got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors. They gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us. Wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us. Wait from these snakes. Wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks. Wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours.